Hi, so in this video I wanted to do just like a quick advice video, I guess you would call it, to people that are going to be taking the class later on, or people that are getting into programming classes, because it kind of applies to all of them. Um, I'm just on the syllabus for the class right now, but so there was one thing that really kind of got my attention for this class specifically. Um, with how it kind of goes. The most computer science classes that you take, you kind of given projects and you are basically told oh, make this that does that and whatnot. But in this class, it was completely different. It was definitely the first time I've had a class like this, where you were given complete freedom of what you wanted to do and who you wanted to work on it with and all that, and what direction you want to go to. And it was also really different because we're gonna have to it's called deploying our project, but basically make a Kickstarter of it, put it up open source, or try to find a customer for it, or try to get it on Steam or whatever, which is really cool. I actually like that a lot. um, but yeah, there's definitely some things about this class that I would like to give advice about, and that's the first thing would be the groups and what project you want to do. Um, the professor, Mr. Harloff, or Professor Harloff, not Mr. Harloff, but he um, definitely said it a lot. But I think in this class, it's really important to go for what you like. The idea, I don't. You shouldn't go for something that's easy or for something that you think you can get done or something that someone else wants you to do. I think it's really important for you to find something that you really like and really enjoy, so that way the class doesn't feel like it's just like any other class that you've taken where you just have to get a job done and you do it and you get a grade for it. I think that's the big difference, is because this is supposed to be something that you really enjoy and you really get into, and kind of do it all on your own. I mean, with the help of your group, obviously, but actually do something and create a product which you've never really done before. And I think the choosing of groups is really important in this class, because you don't want to go, like I said with the project, you don't want to go with people that your friend, you got I had a few friends in this class and they're like, oh, we're just gonna make a messenger, a messenger app or something, and I don't know, it just didn't seem really fun to me, and I knew that it would just become a pain, so I decided to do something else that I thought would be more fun. And it turns out it was, and a lot of them were like, oh, I've heard from a few of them, and they were like, oh, I don't know if I want it, I shouldn't have just done what everyone else, all my other friends were doing. Um, so that's one thing I really think you should just go with what you want to do and not worry about, oh, my friend's gonna be in that group, or oh, I would like to work with those people. I think it's really just find something, because the people that are in your group will be like-minded with you and enjoy the same things that you're doing and want to get it done as much as you do and have as much fun doing it and have a similar vision on what they want to get done. So I think that's definitely a big part of this class. And another part of the class, I think, is, I mean, I've had teams in other classes, but this is far more important, I feel, is the communication. I had a lot of trouble with communication with my group in the beginning, and we had a lot of different like ideas, I guess. In the beginning, we didn't know how to put them together, and that was something that really kind of kicked us off in the wrong, on the wrong foot, because you really need to communicate in this class. And if you're gonna take this class or any classes after this or anything like that, you should really be really vocal and don't kind of shy away and just do work on your own. Try communicate with your team, and instead of there's required meetings you have to go to with your team every week. But a lot of the times groups will just go and be like, oh, I got this done, oh yeah, I did this, oh, I was thinking about doing that. But I found it was really, really helpful if you actually got together with your group and coded with them like while they were there, because then you got to talk and like help each other out and do everything together, and that helped out a lot. That was definitely another thing that I would bring say is you should really do. And another thing, I guess, would just be the community points. I would say start on those pretty early. Um, Not just because of the fact that like you shouldn't be putting on it to the last minute, but I actually think like you can get points. Like I think I have it right here. Oh wait, hold on, I can get it, but you can get points for like a lot of different things, and I couldn't go to some of these, but I tried to. Like you can participate in the hackathon, which I really encourage, and like a lot of these things are just things that you should be doing anyway. Like there's scheduling an interview or an internship or full-time position, and I think that's really good that he encourages that in the class. And I definitely think you should start it early because I think it is fun. Like, and you get to like you get points for helping other groups, and you get to see like I don't know. I think it's really interesting, and it could be fun too if you like actually like treat it like how it's supposed to be. Like, it's not supposed to be hard or like painful to do. I think it is supposed to be just a fun thing to do, and I wish I got to do. I kind of wish I got to do more of the community stuff before. Um, because like I really wanted to go to the hackathon and I wanted to help other groups, but I just never got around to doing that part. I did schedule interviews and like doing the videos and stuff, but I kind of wanted to do other stuff, and I was too busy for the side project. But that's another thing. Like you could do a side project. You could get points in the class for doing a side project, which you can like put on your resume and everything. So if that's something you think you can handle, I think that's definitely worth going for because it's worth 10 points, which is half of the required points. And yeah, I guess that's all the advice I can kind of give on the class and my and everything. So, bye.